tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them Ch33 cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hop. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye. I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Hold me some in the can and it's dry. Riding in special like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. Shenanigans and Birkin, she cannot decide. The ladies Mercedes, here go to surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, help ride. Back while I'm gripping her side. Big and mad back, this ain't regular size. We really fly, we like pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her the skies. Upgrade at my wrist, put baguettes in the sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her highs. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the knot. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them Ch33 cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hop. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
Okay, money, okay. I took the Billy cool back and I hopped in the car. I put the in front of the Billy in front of the driver. And man, sit there in the road, right, wow. I'm in the coupe by myself. I had to kick her though when I was 5. Keep the old was on the shelf. In the fan. I'm sick and tired of me. Act like they fine and telling them lies. Acting like they the one created this and they get all this driven my guys. Yeah, Cartier eyes. Cartier coat, Cartier ass to watch. Cartier look, Cartier. Cartier spec buffalo on the side. Pussy cut diamonds, they Cartier, yeah. Cartier bad for the Cartier. Sky ring look cool with 200 the dash. Cartier jeans, ain't no way I can say. Ain't no way I'm ever gonna go out. Man, I can't go out, no way I'm gonna go out. I just get the bricks and that don't break the door. Turn that whole top float to up. 100 racks and one, do about the flood out.
We're in a city built on 7 hills, and the fans hoping to see 7 points on the board early. We're at Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. Cam Little out for the opening kick. And away we go in Cincinnati. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Tag! Vikings 18, Bravo 80. Check it. 19, Tiger.
Coming out, throwing his help. First play of the game, and already an incredible catch. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger guest in the future.
And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've set it down from the 37.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's Howell, 1st and 10. Here's a screen to Benson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Howell out of the shotgun. That's to his back. Here's Rashawn White. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Bengals have a 1st down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Jaguars get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Gets everything he has under this one. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. You know, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
Well, no look on his first look of the game, so now it's going to be 3rd and long. All right, 0-2 to start the game, and I'm guessing, partner, we're probably going to see a 3rd pass now here. Milton now on 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Jacksonville in punt formation. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Looking to return from the 29. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. And they're on the 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go, set. Set, go.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Hits it through the middle. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
He gets him inside the 40. That's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down.
Ready, go.
Staying on the ground with Benson. He stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Quick screen to center the field. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's good for a Bengals 1st down.
Benson on 1st and 10. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals go up 6-0 here in the 1st. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's first and 10.
65, Cat. 65. Cowboy 80.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. It's a big strike to Hill. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville. First down. You start with a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
And motion him out of the backfield left. Right back to Hill. This is caught. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Milton back to throw. That is caught. It's Travis Hunter. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. Third down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They've got a man in motion. Here's Milton, first and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Caught by Theo Johnson. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
Ready up.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
And this is going to be a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars trim the lead to 1. Right on the edge of the goal line for first and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a first down pass play can and certainly was effective.
we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Give him 13 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now an inside give to Benson. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Benson once more. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They start out with a 3rd and 6. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Pass is caught by Lambert Smith. This does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
It's 4th down.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Howell throwing for it. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
1st and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Milton. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Gain of 15 there. And the Jaguars have a 1st down. One play in Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Here's Milton. A throw left side finds Johnson. And he stopped at the spot he made the catch. So give him, it looks like the 27 on that completion.
That's another Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Milton to throw. Finding Johnson once more. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. It's a good work to help reset those chains.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. He's got it. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a 2nd quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Calvin Austin on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Austin on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. the shotgun. Howell. The throw finds Jamar Chase. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Bengals have a first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 7 Pirates. Let's go.
They give up the gut to Benson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
And having gained about a handful there. Down by Caleb Ransom. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's a gain of 6.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Gets his running back. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
It's Benson on the give. And he's got about 9 on that run, partner. Down inside the 30.
He was brought down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. They'll toss it here to Benson. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. That's good for a couple of yards. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Yeah, you'd sure love to see a little more yardage when you get into the open field, but this offense, it will take a new set of downs with that toss run.
To the air on 1st down. Howell. Complete right side to Washington. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Bengals first down.
They'll run here. It's Benson. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
On the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2.
Foul out of the shotgun. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. It kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals tie things up at 14.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. Looking right, and he finds him. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got 2nd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Hold the ready.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Milton. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. That one was intended for Travis Hunter. So they're left facing third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cowboy 80.
Milton now on third down. That's the first down, and he's still going. Running down the left side. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a second quarter lead. Ch33k Hill the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And off to Benson to start the drive. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. Sit tight. More from Paycor Stadium on the other side. First down. Howell finds Benson out of the backfield. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
Howell from the gun. Taking a shot deep here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals earn the chance to tie it before halftime.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
McPherson at the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here's Jones. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Play fake, it's Milton. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And this one doesn't go far.
Textbook hitch route. Hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Ready.
3rd and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. The Jaguars into punt formation. Back deep, the speedy Calvin Austin. Wow, he got all of this one. High up into the sky it goes. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now begin this drive with Benson. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
2nd down, looking for options. Downfield finds Lambert Smith. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
They've got 3 tight ends on this 1st and goal, thinking run or play action.
Let's go now. Ready?
Benson does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Finish strong.
Here's Howell. Catch is made in close. He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals take the lead just before halftime. Trey Benson, the touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. Here's Milton, 1st and 10. Taken in by Hill, right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our 2nd half. Miscommunication on the lateral. The ball is loose. And the fumble recovery is made. And a decent run back is going to